Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. It's Rihanna here. So thank you so much for all the love and support I've had on my previous videos. It means a lot, so thank you. In today's video, I wanted to talk to you about my new job. I think I might have mentioned in my facts video about what I wanted to do and sort of jobs and things like that, and I think I said I would come back to it, so I'm not sure exactly what I have already mentioned, but this is going to be a bit more about it. So basically I've worked in retail for over 7 years. I worked in Stratford beforehand for just under 5 years, and I've worked somewhere else for about 2 years, which has actually just come to an end. So I'm on a week off right now between jobs, and I've literally just left the previous job that I was in. Yeah, so I've worked there for about just over 2 years. I started in September 2019 and then the pandemic hit. So yes, from around March 2020 to I want to say May, June time. I can't remember exactly when I went back, but basically the shop was still shut, but we were asked to come back into work. So what we were doing is, the place that I worked for was doing an online service, so obviously people could still order from online, but normally they have to get the items from the warehouse, or it's customer services or head office that deal with that kind of stuff. But what in-store teams were doing is, to be able to still carry on working, they were actually finding people's orders. We'd go onto the shop floor and find these items using product codes, colours, numbers, things like that. Find the item, and then we had a team of people who were doing the packaging. They were packing up the parcels, and then we'd have couriers come pick them up and then take them to those people's addresses. Or what was happening is, customers were still able to come to the front of the store, ring our phone number, and then we would come to the door and hand them their click and collect parcel. So it was quite a lot of work still to do during that time. Even though we were closed, we were still fulfilling people's orders, and it actually was called Fulfill From Store. And not only that, we were also still bringing in deliveries. There was still stock out there in the warehouse that still needed to be brought to the stores, because the warehouse couldn't hold all the stock that was still coming in. So we were putting out stock as well as doing the Fulfill From Store. It was a lot at the time, and it actually felt a lot busier, even though we didn't have any customers. Some days when we were open, we were quite quiet, but it felt like every day while we were closed was a busy day, and I obviously still worked 5 days a week. So that still carried on, so never really got a break unless you booked like a week off or a few days off, or had your couple of days off that week. So it was exhausting. And then when we reopened in April, I just felt that everything was different. Everything changed, and I know places of work do need to adapt, and they do need to sometimes change to get better, but I felt like it was a change that wasn't really being helpful to staff members. So it just got a lot, and when I was thinking of my life in general, as people probably do, it just felt for me my heart wasn't in it anymore. And after 7 years in retail and working with customers in that way, either behind the tills, on the shop floor, it just got very different, and yeah, I felt like it wasn't for me anymore, and that's why I started to go into a new direction and find myself a new job. So the new job that I'm going to be doing now is actually recruitment. So yes, very different, but I'm still working with people, because that was one thing that did drive me to retail in the first place. Is I'm a big people person, so I love to speak to people, work with people, connect, talk, as you probably can tell. But in retail, it can be very different, because some people are just not happy with you at all, even though you're trying to help them. So it can be quite a different experience. But this job that I found, I wasn't looking for recruitment in particular. I was looking for anything that I could get my heart stuck into, really. I was trying to look on sort of job search engines and just see what was out there. And this job popped up, and I thought it sounds really good. It's basically helping people get back into employment who have lost jobs, maybe due to the pandemic. It also could be that they have barriers that hold them back, such as maybe mental health or disability or dyslexia. Even though those things aren't a problem, like, people who have those can still go out and get jobs. Like, they are still amazing people. But I know there's some people out there that have these things that do find it hard to go out there and get a job, or have managers that really understand them and things. So our job as a recruitment consultant is to speak with these people, find out what they would really want in a job, and find out what their strengths and weaknesses are, and put that down into a CV, because they might not already have one. And then we help them find jobs and people that will listen to them, and yeah, help them get a career and move forward with their own lives. It could also be that they've had children, so they had to stop, but they found it hard to get back into it. They might need extra funding for sort of travel, because they don't mind maybe traveling to a job. It's just getting there, and it's like you need the money to get to the job, but the job is the place where you're going to get money. So it's kind of that catch-22 thing. So I'm really looking forward to it. It's going to be hard. I know that already. I'm not looking for an easy job. I'm looking for something that was rewarding and challenging. I think this job has both. So I think it's definitely going to be rewarding to see people get back into employment. And I know that I'm part of that helping process for them. But also I know it's going to be challenging. It's not going to be easy every day. But I'm going to give it my all. I'm going to do the best that I can, take on all the advice, all the new learning, all the new training, which is something that is included. Something that really attracted me to that job was the fact that in the job spec it said about training is included and it can go on for a number of weeks, but to help you learn and grow, which I found really helpful. And I think that's really good that companies are like that. They don't expect you, unless they're looking for an experienced person. I do understand if they say in the job description they want an experienced recruitment consultant or they want someone in that field, then yeah, of course you need to know what you're doing. But this job, it looked like they were open to people who may have had customer service experience like I do. I have a lot of experience in customer service, but don't necessarily have welfare experience as well as recruitment experience. I don't have any of that, but they were happy to take me on, which was amazing. So the interview process was quite hard. There was 3 in total that I had to do. So the first step was just having a telephone interview, which most jobs do nowadays, just to get a feel for the person that you are. So the telephone interview lasted for about half an hour, I would say. It was nice. She gave me all the information and she was very clear, very consistent, asked me a lot of questions, and it was just her job to get to know me and to see whether I also was interested in the job that she was talking about. The next bit that I had to do once I passed the telephone stage was answer some competency-based questions, which was, tell me about a time you did this. And also I had to answer it in a certain way called the STAR method and explain my reason why I worked in that way, explain what the outcome was, did it help, did it not, that kind of thing. And I had to answer questions about that. I had to do 3 of those questions, as well as the first question was your motivation to apply for the role, and you got scored based on that, and I scored quite a high score, which I was very, very happy with because I spent a lot of time on those videos and I passed that stage. The third and final stage was having a Zoom call with the business hiring manager. So she was a different woman that was on the telephone call and got to know me a bit more, asked some of those complex questions again, just to find out how I'd answer it in person instead of just on a video. And yeah, talked me through what my concerns might have been. I think I asked questions such as, what do you think my challenges will be? What do you think I'm going to face in the first sort of few months? What's the training like? And that kind of thing. I asked a few questions about that, and it was a really, really positive chat. And they did say that sometimes that you might pass that stage but not get an offer straight away because they have to make sure that they're happy with everything. And with these jobs as well, you have to go through a DBS check. So a disclosure check to make sure you are who you say you are, and you're not hiding anything with employment or any criminal record or anything like that. So they started going through that, and then I got a call about 2 days later to say that I'd got the offer. So I accepted it, and then that's when I handed in my notice at my, I say current role, but actually I'm not there anymore. I felt so proud of myself because I was feeling down a lot because I kept looking at jobs and going, no, this is not for me. I kept applying for jobs and not getting any callbacks or any interviews, and I was getting to a really, really low place. And obviously Terry and my family and friends were such a big support. Terry in particular really pushing me and saying, you can do this, and he always believes in me. And obviously it worked, and I should have just listened to him from the beginning because I knew it was probably going to come eventually. But it does bring you down when you don't hear back straight away. And the best things about it is it's Monday to Friday, so I finally get a job where I don't work weekends, which is exciting for me because I've always worked weekends in a job, so that will be nice. It's 8:30 to about 5, 4:30 on some days, and sometimes 9 till 6 that I've seen, so the hours are quite good. The money is much better, and it wasn't just about the money. Yes, I'm an age now, I'm 24, going on 25, I'm getting married next year. I'd like to move out from my parents' place. I'd like to get a car when I can start driving, and all these things cost money. So it wasn't just about it, but I definitely needed somewhere that was going to pay more, and I felt retail was just not going to be it. Even if you work your way up the ladder, it's still going to be not a lot of money because it just doesn't pay that well. And yeah, it's something new, which is also what attracted me to the job. So I really can't wait. I start next week. So today when I'm filming this, it's Tuesday the 23rd of November, and I start on the 29th. So fingers crossed for me. Leave a like, leave a comment, give me some love in this. I wanted to show you some outfits. So I know I mentioned before that I wanted to do some like winter wardrobe outfit videos and honeymoon outfit videos, but I thought maybe let's start me showing off some outfits with some office ones that I think will look really nice at my new job. So I think that's what I'm going to do in the next part of the video for you. So now I've spoken to you a little bit about the actual job side, and I mentioned there that I wanted to show you some of the outfits that I'm thinking of wearing, because it's different for me. It's in an office this time, so which I can't wait to sort of work in a different environment, obviously, than like a retail shop floor. But when you're in retail, you can wear sort of just like, not whatever you want. You've still got to sort of respect the company in that, but I didn't have to wear a uniform for very long because I went up to key holder. I was able to wear my own clothes. So I was wearing stuff like this that I've got on at the moment, like just leggings, or normally I'd wear like jeans or these sort of like jogging bottoms that had pockets in so I could hold my phone and the equipment that I needed on the shop floor, and just like easy tops like this, like jersey tops, the soft material, just because obviously when you're working you just want to be comfortable, especially me running around the shop floor. So I'd be wearing things like this, but obviously at my new job it's not where you have to be like all suited and booted up, but you definitely have to look the part, look smart, because you do obviously meet with clients and people that want jobs, so you're meeting quite a few different people and you are the face of the brand basically, so you just got to look presentable. So I thought I'd show you some of the outfits that I would think look really appropriate. I've got some new stuff that I bought and I just wanted to share them with you on this video. So this is the first dress that I've got on, very office vibes, and I had this one when I worked at the previous office job, so I kept this one. I did feel like it fitted me very well and it was very smart. So if I just go back, I don't know what kind of dress you would call this, I don't know. I really like the sleeves. It's a little bit shorter, but it's not like a mini, so you can't, you know, it comes just above my knee, but it's not too short. I will be wearing tights with outfits like these. I just haven't put any on at the moment because I'm going to be wearing trousers as well, so I've not put tights on. So it's a zip up at the back. It's got pockets, you know, that's always good. So it's got pockets. Yeah, it's just a really simple black dress, but does look smart. I think this would be a good one to wear in the office, and I'll definitely be comfortable in it because I'm going to be sitting down. So when I do buy outfits, I've obviously got my bed right here, and I sort of tend to just sort of like sit down, and I sort of like feel, does that feel comfortable, does that not, especially if I'm going to be sitting down in this job compared to standing up all day. So obviously it's going to be different feelings and how comfortable I'm going to be. So it passed the test, me sitting down. So this is one of the dresses that I've got. I have got another dress that I've already bought, and I obviously want to buy more and more, but I also want to get a feel for what other people are wearing, because they have said in the brief from the job that it's a relaxed dress code but still smart, and I'm like, how relaxed and how smart? They have said that they don't want people in like full-on suits, so that's okay. I know it's not full-on smart, but I don't know where the relaxed comes into it, so I don't know whether it's like things like this, or I've got some nice blouses I could wear with smart trousers and things like that. So, but this is one of the outfits. So this is the next one. This is what I was talking about when it comes to sort of nice blouses that you can wear, because this feels smart to me. It's got a bit of a collar, it's got a nice tie here, it's got some nice sort of like puffiness in the sleeve, but it just looks presentable, it looks smart, it's quite covered. Normally I would probably wear a top underneath, so like a vest top or something, just because it can be a bit sheer, but for the purpose of today I haven't done that, but I probably will do. And at the moment I'm just wearing sort of like black jeans because I need to get some more black smart trousers. They just don't fit me anymore, the ones I had before. Just need to get some of those, but I'm sure I can get those before I start next week, or even if I don't wear this outfit next week, I'm going to be there for a long time hopefully, so I've got time to buy those. But yeah, I just thought wear the black jeans just to sort of see it together. It's very simple, but it's, as you say, it's effective. You're going to work, going to the office, you look smart, you look presentable, and that's what you want. So yeah, this is something else that I would probably wear in the office. Okay, so I know this looks very school vibes, but obviously you can't go wrong with just a white shirt. But I am going to sort of accessorise it a bit. I've got these sort of like knit jumpers that go over the top, the sort of sleeveless ones, so I will show you that. But I've also got this blazer. I've had this since I went to college. I wore this on my first day of college, and I just think it's really smart, but also not too smart. Again, that whole sort of relaxed kind of thing. So I thought if I wear it with the shirt, it would look a lot smarter. I mean, to do the top button or not, I'll have a think about it. As long as it doesn't sort of gape, then fine, but sometimes top buttons, they can be a bit restricting. So I am still wearing the black jeans at the moment, but again, that will be black trousers. But yeah, I think this is, again, very effective. I can take the blazer off and still be smart. That was my thinking, is like if I took the blazer off, it wouldn't look too casual with just like a plain white t-shirt underneath. So depends if it gets warm. Obviously this weather not so much, but I get quite warm anyway when I work. I think it's just, you know, sometimes feeling the pressure of certain things, so I start to get a bit hot. So I think for me this will be fine. But yeah, there's this outfit. I think is quite nice. Again, I like the florals and sort of patterns. I don't know what they're like about that. I don't know whether this is too, I don't know whether this is just out of place for their office. Not many people sort of wear that stuff, so that's why I kind of want to have a look and see what other people are wearing. I don't care what people sort of think about the outfit on me. Like I love it, so I would wear this. Just want to know if this is their look that they're going for, and obviously if it's not, then I wouldn't wear it, just because you do have to go with what they kind of like and stuff. But yes, I think this is definitely very smart. So as you can see, this is the sort of knitted top that I was telling you about, the sleeveless one, so you can still see the sleeves of the shirt, so it looks very smart, but very trendy at the moment, because I know this is like a trend that's going on at the moment, bringing this sort of style back. Even though this is more just for the office, I'm seeing girls wearing it out and about when they're going sort of out for the evening, so they might wear a blazer over it and be quite dressy that way. Got these sort of like checkered trousers on. They're very slouchy, but they're also very comfortable and they look very smart as well, so the colours kind of go together, because this is quite like a browny colour, and obviously this is sort of like a camel beige colour, so they kind of go very nice together. I want to get a longer shirt, because I think the purpose of these sort of like knitted tops is that the shirt sort of like comes quite out. But I don't know, because it still looks smart to me. So, but I like it. You know, it's a different look for me. I haven't really looked like this in a long while, like being very smart, because it's not that I'm not presentable at retail. It's just I'm able to wear more comfortable clothing. So it's very different. But this is still comfortable. Like, I'm not restricted. I don't feel out of place. I don't feel uncomfortable. I do actually quite like what I'm wearing, so I think this is going to be something that I wear quite often. I have got different colour ones of these, not exactly the same. I'm going to put one on now just to show you. I got it at a different shop, but it's the same sort of principle with wearing it over a shirt, and hopefully if I get some different ones as well, because this is only one I've got so far, so I need to get a few more to the collection. So this is one of the other ones. It's a lot thinner and it's a bit more see-through than the other one, but it's still lovely, very comfortable. Because it comes down a bit lower, I probably will have to do the top button up possibly, or I don't know whether I can sort of adjust my collar a bit just so it doesn't look too open. It's kind of the same sort of length. I think it's actually maybe a tiny bit longer as well, because it kind of covers the shirt a bit more. I think this colour goes well with the trousers more than the other colour that I've got of this, which is a pink colour. So this is the other colour. I absolutely love it. It's like a rosy pink, and obviously this is more of a khaki green, so not sort of too bright of these colourways. I mean, I don't think the pink would be that bad, but I think this would go better with just black trousers in the shirt, or black and white instead of the brown. So I've got different outfits that I can create, even though I'm just using the sort of same sort of styles. So I think that's going to be really interesting and a bit easier in the mornings as well. In the mornings, it's all that thing of what I'm going to wear today. I try and have my outfits planned as well, sort of throughout the week. I think it's just a lot easier, because you can just wake up, right, this day I'm wearing that, it's easy. So yeah, this is definitely an outfit that I'm going to be wearing. Back to the black. This is another lovely little dress. It's got a little Peter Pan collar. I love Peter Pan collars. I think they're really smart but really effective, and they just look really cute as well. And then it sort of just comes down into a little sort of gaiter skirt. So it kind of comes out here. I chose a little bit of a bigger size. Well, I chose my original size, but I think I could have sized down a bit, which is quite nice to know because it is quite flowy. But again, when I'm sitting down, I'm going to do the test. It's so easy. I don't even feel anything around here. So that's going to be good when sitting at an office, sitting at my desk. The sleeves are lovely and comfortable. Everything about it is just comfortable. Obviously, again, I'll wear tights with it, but for now, just for today, I'm not. But yeah, very comfortable. I have actually got a little belt that I could put around it as well. It's from a different outfit, but it's kind of the same material as this, so I could wrap that round, not to be like stylish, but just to sort of make it a little bit more fitted, so it doesn't feel so big and everywhere. But I love it like this. It's flowy, it's pretty, but it's also, I think, very presentable. This is the last one I'm going to be showing you because it's kind of all the outfits that I currently have. There is a couple I could probably still use from my wardrobe, but that means getting it all out again, and I don't really fancy doing that. So again, black top, really nice fitted black blouse. It kind of comes down a little bit lower at the back. The trousers that I've got on are like these really smart checkered black and white trousers, a bit more fitted than the other ones. It's got like, I don't know why it's a fake button, I thought it was real, but no, they just kind of slide on like leggings. They've got like a black strip at the back here. Again, comfortable. Going to do the test because they're a little bit more fitted, but no, absolutely fine. Nothing sort of digging in around the belly area, which is, no one wants that when they're working at a desk. But yeah, so this is just flowy, again, smart, but I do think this is kind of the relax that they were going for. Sort of, you don't always have to wear a proper shirt, but definitely a nice blouse that obviously feels comfortable but also looks presentable, and paired with really smart trousers. So I think this is kind of the look they were going for, and I'm happy because it's comfortable for me and I like how I look in it. I really do hope you enjoyed this video today. A little bit different. I'll come a bit closer to the camera just so I can see you to say goodbye. So yeah, I'm really happy that I've got myself a new job. It wasn't because I hated my other job, but I was definitely done with it. It was changing a bit too much for me. The people that worked there I absolutely love, and I'm going to miss them so much. As I mentioned before, having my last shifts and obviously having my last week was very emotional, with all the team getting me lovely cards and chocolates and presents. It was just, I felt the love and I felt appreciated. It was just really sad to say goodbye to them, but I definitely had to move on and start this new venture for me. And I can't wait to do something different as well, because this is a different career path. I'm hoping it does take on and it goes into the sort of future for me and Terry. And yeah, I just can't wait to see what the future holds. And having this job is definitely going to help with that. So yeah, I'm really happy, as you can see, and I really hope you enjoyed this video, just showing you some of the outfits that I might possibly wear, and hopefully I'll do more of these types of videos in the future. So thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in my next video.